End it now. Even if I carried it through to manage you guys, to manage events, to manage social media, to manage my friends, my family, that things are just okay and things are not okay. You are going to bury me. It was not working. End it now. Life events can also drive you into depression. Some of us, like single mothers, I believe there is no single mother who has not succumbed to depression. None of them. Because you fell in love, you had a child with someone, then before you know it, things, your whole entire world came down. You did not know how to collect this world and fix it. So things are just punglu. So you think this, you think that, you collect this, you put here, you think this, you put this, you pick this. Things are just not happening. Things are just not happening. Life events can throw you into depression. Problem after problem after problem after problem after problem after problem. After problem. It is not baby daddy, it's not place of work, it's not finances, it's not your friends, it's not betrayal, it's not disappointments. All these things can make your head and your brain go into a complete rest. Depression. And motherhood is heavy. Being a mother is heavy. Carrying pregnancy is heavy. Going into labor ward and giving birth to a stale baby is heavy. A stillbirth. Walking into a labor room and giving birth to, having a stillbirth after carrying pregnancy for 9 months is heavy. Having miscarriage after looking for children, for pregnancy for a long time is heavy. Not being able to get pregnant for the man you love is heavy. Being called names in the home where you are married is heavy. Not being accepted at your place of work is heavy. People are going through quite a lot. Some people are even crying to grow hair. I should appreciate gifts. Thank you very much for the gifts. It's just I don't want to read comments because I'm carrying you through. Then now we'll ask questions. Thank you very much for the gifts. Yeah. People are going through quite a lot and nobody's talking about this. Everybody's playing like everything is just fine. Things are not fine, my darling. Things are not fine. People are just walking, putting their heads on top of water. And that's why I decided to walk you through the journey of how depression looks like. Then now we will walk into the journey of healing from depression. Nowadays, I do not allow anybody to come. Yani nimekuwa mbaya tu sana. I've built some thick skin around me that I do not want anybody to drive me into an early grave. No. So first, before you even forgive people, you have to forgive yourself. People are wondering how I was able to jump out of that wedding so soon because it was messing up with my head. I did not marry because of the wedding. I thought I met someone that we can grow together with until I realized it is not what I chose. So because it is not what I chose, I decided to just let go. I ended it. End it now. Even if I carried it through to manage you guys, to manage events, to manage social media, to manage my friends, my family, that things are just okay and things are not okay. You are going to bury me. It was not working. End it now. Bigger signature. It's not working for me. It's not working. It's not working. It is not working. So I'm not going to manage it because I'm dealing with a mature man with 32 teeth who has a different background, different origin, different state of mind. I am equally a mature woman with 32 teeth. I know exactly what I want in life. And if that what I want in life was not with him, end it now. It doesn't matter if I would end it next year, April, or I would end it 2 years later. I would have simply done that. I would have simply, because like Omosh was not on social media, I would have simply agreed with him that, you know what, we want to play this game for 2 years. But for what? And for who? The life is mine. The life I'm living is definitely mine. I am the author of my life. I am the driver, sitting on that driver's seat of my life. Whatever people want to think about me out there has nothing to do with how I want to live my life. Some people don't even know how to live a life. So they are living their lives inside your life. That's why when my marriage ended, some people have not healed until now, because for them it was a source of entertainment. Sweetheart, I was not playing a game. I was not acting a movie. I was living my life. And if it was not working for me, especially when I start having questions, if it is right or wrong, then I realized I'm losing it. Then I had to end it now. Making a decision of ending it is called self-love. I love myself so much that I would not allow myself, hurt myself so much for what people will say. I don't have any image to keep when it comes to relationships, because relationships are for two people. It is two people, mature two people, who decide to negotiate and fall in love with different ambitions, with different motivations, with different, motive. So if I want to manage for the sake of what people will say, who are these people in the first place? Who are they? They don't even care. You could see how many people were admiring my marriage. Well, they were admiring the wedding. The wedding is what was beautiful. And I loved it. I designed it that way. And right now, I don't have urge for doing a wedding because I already did it. I was there. I put on my most expensive gown. I bought it with my own money. And I felt good in that gown because I felt like I finally reached that stage that, I am doing things with a sane mind. The marriage I did at the age of 14, 15, 16, 17, people were taking advantage of me because I was not self-aware. I was a baby. What does a baby at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old know? Nothing. So you cannot start counting for me, my body count. Those people, I was a baby. I was not, self-aware of what, where, how. I'll tell you for the fact that I never knew about orgasm until 2010. 2010. We shall talk about that in some other, other areas. And so many women right now are going through the same. Yeah? They're going through the same pain. And they do not know how to get themselves to where they are. Number one, reasons as to why you have refused in that relationship is because of one. Someone answer me. Reasons as to why you are stuck in a relationship that is not working. And this is what has killed many, many women. The fear of the unknown. This has killed many women. The fear of the unknown. You're thinking, nikitoka hapa naenda wapi? Akiniacha watu watasema nini? Then you find yourself thinking about things that people out there don't even know. Sweetheart, self-love. End it now. Someone has said what people will say. They already know. They are saying worse things you've not even heard. If you hear what those people are saying about you, including your friends who sit with you, you will not care. You will take care of yourself. People will say until the day they are taking you to the grave, I told you. Wataimba hapo wanamor nyakachen wanamor na unajua amekufa na depression wanamor kwa tundo, and some people are even pinching and and making jokes on your burial day. Unajua bwana yake alikuwa na cheat wanamor nyakachen, watu wanatuona wenyamaza. Wanamor kwa tundoe nitiengi makwangi omsalaba. Maybe even your husband who has driven you to depression, to death, to an early grave, is the chorister, the choir master, singing with the loudest voice ever. Kwangio ungio msalaba mane. Munaangalia msalaba gani? Yet we can sort out these things here. What has killed women in relationships is the fear of the unknown. And number one, what will people say? Number two, where do I go from here? What will happen to my children? What do I go back and tell my parents? How will my friends view me? Will this guy marry another woman? Let him go and marry 20, 70, 80, 100 women. Release him. Release him. Kwani you are the only woman on earth. You know, I was afraid to let Baba Ojwang go. Nilikuwa nasikianga tu mambo ya Baba Ojwang kuenda nasema, "Woi, na vile nilikuwa napenda huyo mtu. Nilikuwa napenda huyo mtu." Siku hizi naweza hata kumsaidia naweza kumpatia hata mwanamke. Can you imagine? Sasa nilikuwa na fear ya nini? What was the fear? Nikabebana na mizigo, nikavutana na mizigo. Najiambia mwenyewe good morning and good evening. Siku hizi nikimuona guy, nikimuona nasikia tu yani nataka nirudishe zile. If I knew what I know now, I would do things differently, but it's okay. It was the journey. Sorry, we went too deep. We're going to talk about this in another forum, the fear of the unknown. That's my next book. We talked about childhood traumas, we talked about life events, and then styles of thinking. How are you thinking? How are you thinking? What is your thought process? Where do you base your thoughts? What do you base your thoughts on? Are you a negative thinker or a positive thinker? Do you always see impossible things inside possibilities? Do you see problems in each and every solutions? Are you a person who just see, you are just not ambitious? How do you think? That's why when people see me, they still think like, oh, she's hurting. Someone who is hurting, my friend, cannot even hold. You are joking. You mnacheza na heartbreak. Heartbreak ni mbaya. Okay. Naona hapo skin tightening, sijui nini, msiende kwa hizi drugs. Amka tu ucheze na Madam Boss hapa hivi, to dance hinde asubuhi, to dance to run. You see, when you look at my body looks like a 20-year-old because I'm always, up to tasks. Someone say I stayed married for 10 years in single room, but when I go bought a car. Okay, your way of thinking will cage you. How you think, how you perceive yourself, your thought process is exactly who you are. And you want to be a winner. The moment you start thinking of what will people say, you have already limited yourself. You are limiting yourself to what people will say. Who are these people? Who are these people that you keep on saying people will say? Is there a particular group of people who have their lives organized together that now you will go into depression because of what people will say? Let them say. In fact, give them what to say. Give them what to talk about so they don't keep on speculating or they don't keep on guessing. Again, if you don't tell them, they'll create big stories that you'll not be able to control. Control your narrative. Own your story. Own your challenges. You are not the only one. You're not the first. You're not the last. You just have that for me, each and every failed relationship is a guideline on how to handle the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. There is no someone who has a perfect relationship, including these pastors, including these people who, even the life coach themselves. You saw the other day, there was a problem with this motivational speaker. What is his name? Steve Harvey. And people chased him. People chased him, expecting him to be perfect. He's human. We are all human in blood and flesh. Okay, guys? So, what people will say is part of their problem. Allow them say it. They are talking about you because you have something special in you. If they would have to talk about themselves, nobody will give attention because they are nothing. So allow them talk.